right, greetings everyone. Today is the 13th of January, and it is the 9th day of our Read the New Testament in a Year. And today we're looking at Luke chapter 9. So join with me as we read. Summoning the 12, he gave them power and authority over all demons and power to heal diseases. Then he sent them to proclaim the kingdom of God and to heal the sick. Take nothing for the road, he told them. No walking stick, no traveling bag, no bread, no money, and don't take an extra shirt. Whatever house you enter, stay there and leave from there. If they do not welcome you, when you leave that town, shake off the dust off your feet as a testimony against them. So they went out and traveled from village to village, proclaiming the good news and healing everywhere. Herod, the tetrarch, heard about everything that was going on. He was perplexed because he said that John had been raised from the dead, some that Elijah had appeared, and others that one of the ancient prophets had risen. I beheaded John, Herod said, but who is this I hear such things about? And he wanted to see them. When the apostles returned, they reported to Jesus all that had been done, and he took them along and withdrew privately to a town called Bethsaida. When the crowds found out, they followed him and he welcomed them, spoke to them about the kingdom of God, and cured those who needed healing. Later in the day, the 12 approached and said to him, "Send the crowd away so that they can go into the surrounding villages and countrysides and find food and lodging, because we are in a deserted place here." "You give them something to eat," he told them. "We have no more than 5 loaves and 2 fishes, they said, "unless we go and buy food for all the people," for about 5,000 men were there. Then he told the disciples, "Have them sit down in groups of about 50 each." They did so, and had them all sit down. Then he took the 5 loaves and 2 fishes, and looking up to heaven, he blessed and broke them. He gave them to the disciples and to set out to the crowd. Everyone ate and was filled. Then they picked up 12 baskets of leftover pieces. While he was praying in private, his disciples were with him. He asked them, Who do the crowd say I am?" They answered, "John the Baptist, others Elijah, still others, the one of the ancient prophets has come back." "But you," he asked them, "who do you say I am?" Peter answered, "God's Messiah." But he strictly warned and instructed to tell no one, saying, "The Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected by elders, chief priests, and scribes, be killed, and be raised on the 3rd day." Then he said to them all, "If anyone wants to come to me, he must deny himself, take up his cross daily, and follow me. For whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life because of me will save it. What is a man benefited if he gains the whole world, yet loses or forfeits himself? For whoever is ashamed of me and my words, the Son of Man will be ashamed of him when he comes in his glory, and that of the Father and of the angels. I tell you the truth, there are some standing here who will not taste death until they see the kingdom of God." About 8 days after these words, he took Peter, John, and James along with him and went up to the mountain to pray. As he was praying, the appearance of his face changed, and his clothes became dazzling white. Suddenly, 2 men were talking with him, Moses and Elijah. They appeared in glory and were speaking of his death, which he was about to accomplish in Jerusalem. Peter and those with him were in deep sleep, and when they became fully awake, they saw his glory and the 2 men who were standing with him. And as the 2 men departed from him, Peter said to Jesus, "Master, it's good for us to be here. Let us make 3 tabernacles, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah, not knowing what he said. While he was saying this, a cloud appeared and overshadowed them. They became afraid as they entered the cloud. Then a voice came from the cloud saying, "This is my son, the chosen one. Listen to him." After the voice had spoken, only Jesus was found. They kept silent, and in the days told no one what they had seen. The next day, when they came down from the mountain, a large crowd met him. Just then, a man from the crowd cried out, "Teacher, I beg you to take a look at my son, because he's my only child. Often a spirit seizes him. Suddenly he shrieks, and he throws him into convulsions until he foams at the mouth, wounding him. It hardly ever leaves him. I begged your disciples to drive out, but they couldn't." Jesus replied, "You unbelieving and rebellious generation, how long will I be with you and put up with you? Bring your son here." As the boy was still approaching, the demon knocked him down and threw him into severe convulsions. But Jesus rebuked the unclean spirit, cured the boy, and gave him back to his father. And they were all astonished at the greatness of God. While everyone was amazed at these things he was doing, he told the disciples, "Let these words sink in. The Son of Man is about to be betrayed into the hands of men." But they did not understand the statement. It was concealed from them so that they could grasp it. And they were afraid to ask him about it. Then an argument started among them about who would be the greatest among them. But Jesus, knowing their thoughts and their hearts, took a little child and had him stand next to him. He told him, "Whomever welcomes this little child in my name welcomes me, and whoever welcomes me welcomes him who sent me. For whoever is least among you, this one is great." John responded, "Master, we see someone driving out demons in your name, and we tried to stop him because he does not follow us." "Don't stop him," Jesus told him, "because whoever is not against you is for you." When the days were coming to a close for him to be taken up, he determined to journey to Jerusalem. He sent messengers ahead of him, and on the way, they entered a village of the Samaritans to make preparations for him. But they did not welcome him because he determined to journey to Jerusalem. When the disciples, James and John, saw this, they said, "Lord, do you want us to call down fire from heaven to consume them?" But he turned and rebuked them, and they went to another village. As they were traveling on the road, someone said to him, "I will follow you wherever you go." Jesus told him, "Foxes have dens, and birds of the sky have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head." Then he said to another, "Follow me." "Lord," he said, "first let me go bury my father." But he told him, "Let the dead bury their own dead. But if you go and spread the news of the kingdom of God, but you go and spread the news of the kingdom of God." Another also said, "I will follow you, Lord, but first let me go and say goodbye to those at my house." Jesus said to him, "No one puts his hand to the plow and looks back is fit for the kingdom of God." All right, there we have it, chapter 9. We'll see you all next time. God bless.